Pat Pay from Somersworth, New Hampshire. Works at the Portsmouth Naval Shipyard. And he's got another strike, and Pat needs him because he is trying to crawl back into this thing total pinfall-wise, and he's in fourth right now. So the strikes will help. Strike may also win Pat the skin. High-low jack still there for Larry. Do you get the feeling that something is going to happen in the last box of this match? Something about this says that it's not going to be decided until the end.
Well, Pat's the one that's trailing, but he's the only one that's got a markup so far. Alex Pendleton bowling in the fourth now. He was leading Pat by just a few pins. Wants the 5-pin to go. It does. The 10 also leaves himself just the 6, and he needs a spare desperately, but that'll give the skin to Pat Pay.
Pat loved to see those extra pins carry for Alex as long as the last one didn't go. Pat's first skin of the day, so Pat is on the board. Alex Pendleton could use this mark, and he's got it. I think I marked it up there a little too soon. He didn't have all of it, but he had enough of it.
Well, the two that are trailing both have marks up, so you may be right, Doug. This may just turn into one of those that deciding in the last box, somebody winning the skin to come back next week, and a lot of things could happen. 4 horsemen for Bob Kelly plus the 9.
Fifth box worth $15 here. And Bob that close to a spare. You know, we talked about Bob throwing that 132, a quiet 132 in the opening game. He's got a couple of marks here in the second game, and he's leading the match overall, but he doesn't seem to be real comfortable yet.
He thought he had that last spare, and I did too. He left the 7-pin, but there's an important box for Pat Pay, working on a strike.
No, this time the spread eagle.
Not exactly what he wanted.
Oh, what a try. What a try. That's also a 9 fill on the strike, so how big was that ball? As he bails out of the spread eagle with a 9 fill and then takes it for a 10. Let's take a look at it.
Just cuts the 3 and the 6. 3-pin takes out the 4, 7, and just misses the 2.
Great effort. Here's Larry Valcourt from Newport, New Hampshire, where he's the manager of Sunset Lanes in Newport. Up.
There's 3 boxes in a row. He pulled the ball badly to the left. Starting back at the fill and the spare in the second, he punched out just the 2 and the 8. So he 2 in the fill, 8 box, and then a 7, and now he's pulled it left here.
And again. Wow.
Got himself straightened out here. He's not that far ahead of Pat Pay.
He's chopped out the 4-pin and then the 2-pin. Oh, do you believe that? I believe we've seen that one other time, but certainly no more than once. 1 pin on each ball in the 3 box for Larry Valcourt.
I've seen someone go the 1, 2, 3, not necessarily in order. Usually it's the 2 or 3 pin first, and then maybe the head pin, and then the other, whichever one is standing for a 3 box.
Oh, Alex is getting a great roll on this wood. Let's see. Well, not as good as it could have been, but it'll give him a shot, and if he converts this for a spare, he'll win this skin here in the 5th.
Wants a piece of the 7-pin and the wood at the same time. Uh-oh, he's too far left.
Nope. So we've got a carry over here in the 5th with the 2 10 boxes. Looks like Alex will add another one. He does. His 10 makes him 56 through 5, and Bob Kelly's still in the overall lead with Larry Valcourt running second, but look how close it is now for second. Pat Pay and Alex Pendleton coming up behind, and we will be back with the final 5 boxes on Candlepin Skins after these words. Back we are. I think we're headed to a pretty close finish here on Candlepin Skins.
I think so. Bob Kelly out in front, as you said, 195, and then 8 pins separate the next 3 bowlers.
This is a carryover skin in the 6th worth $30. And Bob Kelly starts it off with a spare.
Through the middle again. This time his spread eagle minus the 10 pin. See if he goes after the 3-6 again. He almost made it last time going on that side.
That's been Pat's tendency all during the day. We mentioned it in the first game, Dan. He's been kind of punching through the center all day.
Works it out for a good 9 box, but he wants marks, obviously. Larry Valcourt kind of shake off that 3 box back in the 5th frame, now bowling in the 6th, and just a slim lead over Alex Pendleton and Pat Pay.
Well, Larry's had some time to think about it. He had to sit through the commercial break and now a couple of other bowlers after bowling that 3 box. Trying to bounce back with a spare here. Nine box for Larry, and he's been now open 4 boxes in a row.
Yeah, not a good sign when you get a 9 box and the only pin that's left standing is the head pin. Not a good sign. Want that pin to go down with that first ball. If not, definitely with the second. Alex Pendleton now for the 6th frame, and he also needs a mark. He's going to shoot at the 4 horsemen in the 9 pin.
Spare leads for the skin. Alex with the last chance to change it. Looks pretty good. No, he couldn't carry either the 7 or the 9, so that's a $30 skin for Bob Kelly. He continues to be the money leader and the pinfall leader here. 8 for Alex Pendleton.
Still very, very close. Bob Kelly can help his cause and move further out in front with this ball, working on the spare.
Oh boy. He'll shoot at the 2-4-6. Bob from Stoneham, Massachusetts. He's a mail carrier for the U.S. Postal Service. The way I figure it, this must be Bob's favorite time of year. A few weeks before Christmas. He knows the barrage is coming. 9 box for Bob.
Well, another chance for Pat Pay.
Again, a little bit full.
Yeah, I think he tried a different strategy. Lofted that one a little further out in the lane than normally does, but still not enough to get him over in the 1-2 pocket. Just 8.
Larry Valcourt at one point was running a very strong second, but now he's in a battle for second. And that's the reason he keeps pulling the ball to the left. Half Worcester this time. This has been one of those hours where each bowler has kind of gone through a valley.
Well,
trying to struggle and stay alive here.
That creates the carryover possibility, anyways, with a pair of nines. So Alex is a lot riding in this box. Not only a skin, but a mark could push him into second place. Well, hang on.
It's coming.
Hang on.
Now that piece of wood in front may be in play.
It definitely is. I can see the line from here. You may want to, I guess Alex agrees that it is in play. Ooh, he pulled it left.
Wow. I think he was trying to get around it.
Well, I definitely wants to get around it, but I think it was in anyways, but
I don't think there's any question that it was in play. That's what he was trying to do. The 10 bucks wins the skin, though, for $25.
brings him within 3 pins of Larry Valcourt for second.
Bob Kelly in the 8th. An 8 box that's worth $25.
3, 5, and 10. Piece of wood next to the 3 pin. Say not at a real good angle for him.
$8 for Bob. Pat Pay drills out a half Worcester left.
I wonder if Pat, Larry, and Alex have something to do next week. They can't come back. None of them look like they even have a remote chance of wanting to come back. They're not even coming close to marks right now. 3, 5, and 9 left for Pat, and it's just a 9 box.
Bob Kelly would seem safe at this point.
Yeah, you can't. You wouldn't think all 3 of them would get extremely hot with double strikes or marking out to catch Bob. But the fight is really for that second spot. Larry on the head pin this time, but the 3, 6, and 7 left. Just got to concentrate on the 3, 6. He has a piece of wood next to the 7 pin, which could help him, but I would think he would have to split the 3 and the 6. It's full on the 3 pin, so he won't get a mark. Alex in the driver's seat, bowling last.
He may have another chance to win himself an easy skin here. Yep, for the second time in a row, Alex is going to come up there knowing that a 10 box will win the skin, but more importantly, he'd like to get the mark. Of course, he missed that opportunity in the last box. But a mark here still could put him in the driver's seat. The ball did not quite come up to the head pin. Look at this! Look at that! Oh, wow! Alex walks away like, yeah, I meant to do that. Right where I aimed it.
Look at this, 4 horsemen, 7 pin, 4 pin, 2 pin, and let's not forget the head pin. Big strike, big break off the ball of Alex Pendleton in an 8th frame. Brings him within 2 pins of Larry, but you would think he would pass Larry with the fill. Bob Kelly half Worcester right.
Alex Pendleton now with $100 in skins winning. Look out. Bob back through the same spot. Now he's got to throw the bailout ball. And he'll settle for 6, but Bob is in a pretty comfortable position here. Unlikely that 2 guys would pass him.